I'm going to start with no major injuries. Larry had a minor hamstring, and I wanted to try to pull him. As we all saw, the game was out of reach there at the end, and I didn't want to put him in a situation where he is in regards to that. When you look at the game, it's a little deja vu from last week. Got behind, found ourselves in a situation where we were trailing. I thought we were doing some good things early for us running the football. We did a good job early stopping the run. We just couldn't find ourselves in making a play. You know, when they start passing the ball right there, we're in position a couple of times. And a couple of times right there, we didn't overlap and slice as we should have. So a lot of things that we need to address moving forward across the board, personnel, everything, scheme. And we'll look to do that as we get back on Monday. And with that, I'll take your questions. It's a numerous. No, it's so many. I don't even know where to start right now. It's just we got to do a much better job running the football. We got to do a much better job protecting. Receivers got to get off the jam at the line of scrimmage. We got to convert on third down. So we're going to go back and evaluate things as a coaching staff, evaluate the players. Make sure that we have the best guys out there, put in the right position and make plays moving forward.
You said there are so many problems in offense. Does that mean you wouldn't consider a change of quarterback because you think the problems run deeper than that?
Well, I think, again, you have to evaluate everything, you know, and I think when you look at the situation in all three phases, that's what we're going to do. So I'm not going to sit here and jump to conclusions right now, right after the game. We're going to go back and evaluate the film. Definitely, as I said before, look at personnel, look at what we're doing, offense, defense, special teams, and come up with the best game plan.
Can you fix the offensive weakness?
I think you can. I think we got to find ways, number one, to generate positive plays on first and second down so we don't find ourselves in a third and long type situation. You know, again, from a standpoint of coming off the ball, you know, running it early, receivers on third down, creating some separation, and then we got to connect. Again, Cameron, I'm not going to sit here and say right after the game what we're going to do from a personnel standpoint. But I will say this, everybody will be evaluated.
Did the thought cross to play him today at all?
No, not at all.
Coach, how do you say about the close outcome of the Rams?
Pretty good. Real good football team, well coached. Sean does a tremendous job. Wade does an outstanding job. They got definitely talent. They have the personnel. Good football team.
What were they doing offensively that made it pretty tough?
You know, I really think that once again, when you look at it, we did a good job early on stopping the run. You know, the play action passes, you know, we just couldn't find ourselves in position to finish, you know. And, again, I think it's just third down, you know, missing tackles there. We had them stopped. So we just got to find ways to get off the field on third down.
When you're having issues offensively, how much pressure does that put on your defense, especially against an offense in a run game like this?
Well, I'm not going to sit here and put it on either side. I think, number one, we can do a much better job sustaining drives, moving the chains. We can do a better job as well getting off the field on third down and giving the ball back to the offense. So, as I just stated in there, everybody needs to check themselves. You know, we're going to do that as we watch this tape and find a way, all right, to win a football game.
Steve, why wasn't Rose in consideration today? Is it you just wouldn't throw him out there with no reps during the week?
Well, I think when you look at the climate of the game and how it was going, I don't know if he was going to make a major difference there, you know, because, again, it just wasn't one guy, you know. It was several on both sides of the ball in all three phases. So, again, we'll evaluate personnel moving forward and see exactly what we're going to do next week for us putting the best guys out on the field.
What do you think of Sam's plan today? What did you want to see better from Sam?
Well, number one, across the board, I think we got to connect a little bit more, you know, completions. You know, was that completely Sam? Sometimes he right here was running for his life, so we got to do a better job protecting them. You know, receivers got to create separation. They got to come back to the ball. So it's not just one guy again, you know. So we got to – everybody has to look at themselves and say, what can I do to make this team better? Well, it was really just based off the call and the formation, who's coming in that particular situation. And he came quite a bit based off a lot of their minor splits and things that they were doing. He came out with a big play, which I thought we needed that when they were going in, had a little bit of momentum. We stopped, and that was great. Again, we just couldn't capitalize off of it.
What's the trickiest part of defending LA? When you're on defense, what's the trickiest assignment?
I think the number one thing you got to do is stop the run. You got to stop Gurley. And when you make him somewhat one-dimensional, which is hard to do, you know, you got to find ways to make plays in the passing game, you know, and, again, create negative plays on first and second down and get these guys in the third and long. When they operating on third and short, and they did a tremendous job converting on third down, it's hard to stop them. Thank you, guys.